Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Today spawning on the right, we have XlorD playing as Undead, going for the Lich first. And from the left we have Dise playing as Night Elf, going for the Warden first. Map is Echo Isles, and this one from Nettie's Ladder. But yeah, some slightly off meta heroes, so looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Probably tell a very long replay. Okay, well, XlorD getting going on the expansion camp here. He's got a good number of skeletons. What's this with the creeping?
A player's forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, the Warden creeping up. Mention of war walking itself across. We're going to see the tick from Dise. Counter expansion, maybe. Oh, there it is. No, that's the Moonwell. On the footprint in the minimap, I thought that was a proper tree. Okay, ghouls coming across.
Forces are under attack.
Let's stopping by at the shop. Maybe pick up a tally staff if I had to guess. There we go, ghouls on the harass. Decent amount of damage onto the archer. Circle it on the ground. No, okay, Warden's going back for it. It's spending a long time back here. Okay, it's going to be the boots. Meanwhile, expansion is coming up, unharassed at least for XlorD. Having some success in that regard.
A player's forces are under attack.
With the boots able to outrun the Warden here. Doesn't take any damage. Ghouls going into the main base. Starts up his tick now. Dise. I feel like this is a very late tick. He already had enough resources to do the tick again, and he's going for an expansion. So it looks like he's a little bit uncertain about his timings. When to start the expansion, when to start his tick. So didn't start his tick until after the expansion was already basically underway. A little bit awkward. Level up on the Warden, by the way, level 3 now. It's the Shadow Strike a lot more formidable. Good bit of blocking here from XlorD with the Skelly. Warden gets around the side of it though.
A player's forces
he can make it back to the
attack.
Blight though. He's going to be pretty safe with that Lich. Running around the cold tower. Okay, pops the tele staff after that one. Very low on health now, though. Wow. Ritual daggered a ghoul to gain his health back. That's interesting. Did it not proc, though? It seems like he's not healing off it.
Forces are under attack.
What happened there? There he goes. That was really weird. Oh man, so that's an extra ghoul dead for XlorD there for no good reason, unfortunately. Don't know what happened with that ritual dagger. Did he like attack himself with the ghoul or something? I don't know, that was really strange. One acolyte does go down to the harass.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dise meanwhile starting up this creep camp in the corner. XlorD looking for the level up to 3. He's got his tick underway now. And the resources are flooding in for him. Not the cleanest creeping here from Dise. Gargantuan sea turtle keeps running after all these units. Looks like it might get stuck. No, he kind of ate through the trees, allowing it back through that little alleyway. Somehow the creeps just don't seem to want to attack this Ancient of War here. It's very strange. Warden up here, stealing some experience away from XlorD. Looks like he maybe got gloves up there. And XlorD getting the Pendant of Energy, pretty strong item for Undead. Look at that mana pool on the Lich now. That's crazy good. Gargantuan sea turtle, the last creep standing. Big Nova. Uh-oh. Could be trouble. Blinking back in. Doesn't have a tally staff. He gets the level up as well. And it's going for 2 levels of blink. Coming into the base now, Shadow Strike. He's going to have to town portal to get out of this one though. And do as much economy damage as he can in the meantime.
Forces are under attack.
It's stopping by the shop. Picking up the Invol pot and an Invis pot actually. Interesting. Maybe hoping to snipe off the low health warden. Not going to work. Sees the expansion. I don't think he scouted until now. Invis lids in here now. Okay, steal some experience with the Nova. Deny from Dise. Nicely done. There is a Moonwell back here, so that Nova not really amounting to much. Demon Hunter went for evasion level 1 to assist with the creeping. He's paying the price for it now. No mana burn. Lich getting to work with these Novas. Getting quite a few kills. Expecting the ghouls to maybe be creeping here. Blinks in, but it's not happening. Coming back now for the Lich. Lich telly-staffing out early. Still fires off a Shadow Strike, trying to keep the Lich's health low. Like doing some good regen though for the Lich. Death Knight.
Forces are under attack.
Not quite there, but we'll be here shortly, so the coil will be able to heal up the Lich. Not going to try buy another Ritual Dagger. And oh boy, look at this. Got a Gargoyle in the mix. Building a couple of them too. Got triple crypts. I didn't notice these 2 crypts down here. Triple crypt Gargoyles. Interesting. Okay, here we go. The damage onto the Warden. Just blinking away from the Gargs. A few Dryads in the mix now.
A player's forces are under attack.
My tech at the Hunter saw quite a lot of resources for Dise currently. No upgrades. I thought he might be starting to pump them. XlorD at 1-0 currently. Going for an armor upgrade next. Also ticking up to tier 3. Taking the last camp in the center. Pick up a item here, was it?
A player's forces are
Looks
under
like
attack.
He purchased some claws from the shop, so that Lich is going to be mega stacked with all these items. A bit more experience here for the Demon Hunter. Not quite level 3, I don't think. Very close. And it looks like the Warden just can't get the reads on where XlorD is. Coming down now, Shadow Strike, Coil to counteract. And Dise going to use this opportunity to steal a bit more experience off XlorD's side of the map again. So definitely going to be much stronger hero levels for Dise. Thanks to that extra experience. Level up on the Demon Hunter now. And the shop is at the main base, so no Orb of Corruption yet. Make it a little bit hard for XlorD in the upcoming fight, it looks like, because we've got Dise coming down to the south now. Each standing on the corner, trying to avoid stealing experience away from the Death Knight. Big damage onto those undead heroes to start things off. Gargoyles trying to stay over the trees, but oh boy, one of them gets snared down by the Huntsman. No more mana left on their Lich. Focus fire onto the Demon Hunter. He has to get out. Gargs don't quite make it above the trees to save them. XlorD really hurting right now. He needs that Orb of Corruption desperately. Unfortunately, Dry comes in the wrong side from the bad angle. Dise losing one. Yeah, without the orb, there's just no impact. This kind of focus fire. It's staffing out. Cashing in a few items, picking up the orb. Also popped a mana potion just then. And Dice wants to steal away this experience. Will XlorD allow him? Gonna see the Demon Hunter coming back through here. Lich is back down now as well. XlorD though has been banking at 50 food. So maybe he's playing the long game right now. Banking that Dice is not going to be able to attack, and he won't be very effective with these Dryads. Doesn't really have much to siege down a base with. And he's just banking away. Compare the gold, got 9k to... So XlorD only 1k hit in terms of mined gold in the main base. So he'll be earning that back in terms of upkeep. In fact, he might have already done so. Sort of hoping for a bit more experience, not happening. Despite having so many ghouls as well, he's a little bit low on lumber. Look at this forward ziggurat as well. Upgrading it to a spirit tower. Nice little volley in there from XlorD. Okay, he's picking up a second slaughterhouse. Interesting. Wonder if we're going to see a transition into some meat wagon A-bomb action. No, he's pumping from the crypts now. He's pumping like crazy. He is building some A-bombs, but he's also building... Oh, nicely done here with the shade, spotting the invis warden when she's hiding. But yeah, he's pumping the Gargs and the A-bombs. Interesting. Okay, going after the warden. Denies it with the towers. Only 3 ghouls left now. So, no, that's 4. Actually, there's 2 more up here I didn't even see. Okay. Still a healthy number. XlorD now has quite a surplus of wood as well, as he starts to pump these units.
A player's forces are under attack.
Upgrades also coming through for Dice. Going to be 2-2 very shortly. XlorD at 3-2 now though. No upgrades on the abominations, however. He does have the disease cloud. There we go. Abominations getting some damage down onto these heroes. Stoneform on the Gargs. Interesting. Some mana burn off, but he's going to take a lot of health damage in return for that. See the Death Knight briefly peeling off. Oh boy, Nova Coil. The Demon Hunter goes down. Where was the Warden? She was miles away. She doesn't have the staff anyway. Oh boy, that was greedy stuff there from Dice. Turning around for that mana burn ends up costing him his Demon Hunter. And now XlorD on the attack. Both players in the mid-80s for their food count.
Under attack.
Very large armies. Buyback on the Demon Hunter. He's wrapping around to the north, but here comes the Undead army. Moving quite swiftly as well. That Lich with the Unholy Aura with the boots. Hunting down this Demon Hunter. Which is out of mana at the moment for the coil. I mean, for the Nova. And a town portal out. Ooh, that was an expensive mistake for Dice. Now XlorD on the attack. The Night Elf heroes TP'd up to the north.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's going to have to chew through this extra war though before he attacks. Nice, up to 98 food now. XlorD only at 90. Okay, XlorD bringing the ghouls into the main base while he attacks the expansion. This could be a devastating split push. He does have that slight upgrade advantage, remember, so might be able to make this work. I've got a meat wagon now in the mix. Everyone in some trouble, and here's the turnaround. Here's up the front doing some big work. Warden gets some trouble early. Double meat wagons now. Doing decent damage to the Dryads. Warden gets in trouble again. Here we go. She's coming back in. Now it's the Demon Hunter. Staffed out. Meanwhile, the bear is just chewing through all of XlorD's ground units. Not many gargoyles left anymore either. Undead Hero's getting very low on mana. Here we go. Town portal out for XlorD. Ooh, XlorD took a costly beat down there. He lost all of his ghouls eventually. I guess the Demon Hunter staffing back, able to kill a lot of them, combined with just, you know, the trees themselves just bashing away. Looks like he did take down one of the laws though, so Dice's rebuild from this might be quite slow. But once again, it's XlorD under 50 food now, banking, licking his wounds. Came out worse off. I think Dice had about 10 food extra. And he finished about 20 up at the end of the fight. Felt like the meat wagons just weren't that strong for XlorD. But you know, does it get to play the long game? The disease cloud just chipping away at all these Night Elf units. And that'll stack up, especially because, you know, we're still in the middle of daytime. Moonwells are pretty much completely tapped out. No, there's two of them back here. Well, in fact, three pretty well stocked. One armor upgrade now on the abominations. But it looks like XlorD once again. We're going to be doing a 50 bank. We'll go on to high speed here while we wait for some more action to start up. Just a little bit of harassing from the Warden. She gets caught. Tally staffing out. Shade's keeping tabs on the Night Elf heroes.
The player's forces are under attack.
Both the Shades going down to their one dust activation though. That was very strong. So we're going to make another Shade. Looks like XlorD back on the pump. He's got a Boneyard this time. He's building a Frosty. He's still building a lot of gargoyles too. Don't have any AoE damage at the moment. The Warden's still on Shadow Strike instead of Fan. So that mass air is quite effective for XlorD. Doesn't have to worry about the AoE like Breath of Fire or anything like that. Okay, Dice on the attack now. XlorD rotating. Defensive Spirit Tower going down there fast.
The town is under siege.
XlorD's army now. He's starting this up about 20 food behind though. They're staffed out. Warden getting quite low to start things off. Bear's doing some pretty good damage though. A-Bomb's getting a little bit trapped and out of position. Gargoyles in some trouble. They're not the best at shooting at these Druid off the claws. Warden meanwhile hiding, rejuvenating back up. Oh, but there's the Frosty in the mix now. Frosty getting focused by all the Dryads, getting quite low in health, flying above the water. In the way to safety. Heal scroll activated there by XlorD. Tallying back. Repositioning now. Can Dice deal with this reposition? No, he's going to town portal out himself. But a good timing though. Oh no, he left a lot of units behind. Oh no, out of town portal range. Play stuffing back in. Stuffing out the bear, but the dryad could still maybe go down. Do have the oh, he hasn't actually locked in yet. I was going to say we do have the level 2 Unholy Aura, but he's keeping that skill point open in case he needs. Oh no, the Lich missed the last attack on the Dryad. Well, ended up attacking the Warden instead. Well, once again, XlorD not having the best of fights there. It seems like time and time again his meat wagon positioning doesn't really work out for him. So he ended up, maybe he was close to even in that fight. Especially after the town portal miss, costing Dice a couple units, but seemed like he was struggling. He is leveling up nicely though on these heroes, level 5 Lich now. But that Warden also getting very, very close to 6. I'll spot these acolytes coming across and pick them off. There you go, Undead Army coming back for it. How much gold we got here? 1.6. So that means Dice must be just about out. No, somehow he's got more. He was 900 behind before. He must have taken some time off mining when he was in high upkeep. Interesting. Here come the wisps. Nova takes down a good chunk of them. Decent damage to the bears as well. XlorD still behind in food by about 10. Need some more mana on these undead heroes as well. He's using healing at the moment on that statue. Needs to be popping the mana. He's got 2 statues and I'm pretty sure they're both on heal at the moment. There we go, XlorD finding a couple of these units slightly out of position though. Good start to the fight for him. Meanwhile the Warden out the back doing some damage to the acolytes. Oh wow, this is a really good fight, but here comes the Avatar. Good number of bears down already though. Good focus fire from XlorD taking down a huge number of bears, and because he's got mainly aerial units, not going to provide too many corpses for the Avatar. Guards are starting to get focused down now though, those Spirit of Vengeances. They got that piercing damage, very strong. Invul pot for the Death Knight able to get out of harm's way. And that's a huge number of spirits now. Mainly from bear corpses though. XlorD still about 10 food behind, getting caught with the Lich.
A town is under siege.
Death Knight not quite enough mana for a coil. This could be trouble. Going back to the protection of his Black Citadel here. Oh boy, but that's that graveyard providing some corpses for the Avatar. Make a whole bunch of extra spirits. Demon Hunter though, a little bit out of position, staffed out.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's going to be able to pick off a Dryad though. Now going hunting for the Avatar. Right, switching back to the Warden. Just going to try to blink across the gap. Ooh, but not quite. She had to run a little bit too far to make the gap. And she ends up going down. The coil arrives just as she was mid-blink animation. Wow. Very close call there for XlorD. And he manages to get the big hero kill. Coming back from the altar, that's going to be a very, very slow revive. Looks like at the moment he's camping the tavern. Expecting a buyback dice running in with the Dryad. But XlorD going to be out of gold shortly. He can do a few unsummons. Denies the tavern res. Warden about halfway back at the altar now. pick off this Ancient Protector. Long game though, you have to expect Dise to be slightly better. He's got the larger army. He's got all of this moon juice available to him. At the moment, he's pretty tapped out of moon else. Denies the avatar there. Level 5 on the Death Knight. That was a big amount of experience for these undead heroes getting that Warden kill. Able to close that experience gap a huge way. In fact, Demon Hunter not even level 5 yet himself. So conceivably taking the lead. Probably has, right? Which has gone for the ultimate. Death and Decay can take down the buildings very quickly, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Going for the altar kill, but the Warden comes back. A little bit too slow for XlorD. Interrupts the Death and Decay. He was Death and Decaying his own units too. Not ideal. Decent idea, but just a little bit too slow. Oh, good blocking here. Bit of damage onto these statues. XlorD for some reason not going above 50 food. Okay, here he goes now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Crosswing above the trees at the moment. Can repair that statue back up. He's got all the acolytes standing here. Okay, XlorD is pumping now. He's gonna get still probably 10 food behind. Oh no, he's got a Frosty in the mix as well.
A player's forces
So
are under attack.
the shade with some more dust. Warden's going to see that the Boneyard is producing a unit. So we're going to expect another Frostwind. Double Frosties for XlorD. Does have a huge number of dries still though. There we go, blinking, but taking a Nova and a coil. And the Warden goes down again. Oh, Dise, what are you doing, mate? Oh, no. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. The focus fire onto the Demon Hunter, pops the anti-magic shell, soaked up by the Destroyer. Trying to make his way back to the shop. Not sure what he's hoping for there. Staff out though, Demon Hunter is alive still. Bride's coming in from the sides. We've got the Frosties getting focused early on. Warden staying out. She doesn't have any mana, can't really assist. The Lich getting dangerously low to the bears. And now the Frostworm in a bit of trouble. Bride's getting focused down nicely by all the gargoyles, however. Here goes the Frostworm. Heroes coming back in now, stocked up on mana. And that's going to cause XlorD to disengage. He is very low on mana himself. And he's lost both of his Frostworms.
Forces are under attack.
Now if this guard dies, they will pretty much be level pegging. Nope. Good work on the stone form there. So, food counts close to even. XlorD though, out of mana. Still going to be able to pick off this bear, perhaps. While the Warden was staffed out. Going back in with the Avatar now. XlorD ahead for the first time. Probably just about all game. Let's see what he can do with it. And the spirits are pretty good at just like attacking the statues. That's probably what I'd be focused on. He's going to go for the cold tower. Looks like XlorD going to mobilize his acolytes. Maybe make another shade. It's a good number of spirits though. I think they'll be able to take down that Nerubian tower. Some damage down onto that avatar. Indeed, before the spirits time out, they take down the tower. However, the avatar getting quite low. Do have a shade in the mix for XlorD, so he knows the positioning, and that's why he comes forwards to attack the avatar, hoping to knock it out right now. Not quite able to do so. I think for Dise, it may actually be better to go for the main base. That's where the graveyard is still located. Make a whole bunch more spirits up there. Because there is still a shop down here for XlorD. It's not like he's out of position defending from the
A player's
down here. He's
forces
still
are
got
under
that
attack.
shop. Uh-oh. Lich a little bit out of position. Recoil from the side though. Able to disengage. Big mana burn on the Death Knight, however. Going back in for a bit of focus. Switching targets. Going for a few of these Dryads. Oh, but the stone form, so strong for XlorD. Nearly ends up surviving with that, but ends up losing 2 Gargs. Looks like he's going to be able to take down the avatar, but it wasn't too far away from timing out anyway. Get a bit of rejuve in there from the bear. A lot of mana on that Lich though. Big Nova. Warden blinking out to safety. XlorD on the attack. He's got his Tree of Eternity down here as well. He's got most of his Moonwells also in this position. And boy, what happened to that Death Knight? All of a sudden he's very low in health. He's taken a couple Shadow Strikes. Trying to run away now. Uh-oh, another mana burn. Oh, the Death Knight in some big trouble. Down he goes. And now the Lich a little bit isolated without the healing from the Death Knight. Going after the Warden kill though. Warden with the Shadow Strike. The Warden staffed out. Lich on the run. Still has the boots. So able to survive thanks to that. XlorD unsummoning everything right now. Hoping to bring back the Death Knight, I'm sure, from the altar. Alright. Big fight for the survival of the altar. Oh, the Garg's doing some pretty good work. Demon Hunter in some trouble here. So is the Lich though, getting focused down by those spirits from the avatar. Making use of that graveyard. The altar's gonna fall, it looks like. The spirit's able to finish the job. But in the process, Dise losing most of his Dryads. Oh, that one just surviving 11 HP though.
Are under attack.
Looks like XlorD gonna lose a statue, perhaps. Can XlorD scrape together enough resources for the buyback? He's cashing in a few items from the Lich. Does he still have any acolytes left? I don't see any. He does. Buyback from the Death Knight. Okay. Going to be dead even in terms of food count, though I suppose Dise does have a few more
A player's
tied up
forces
in
are under
wisps
attack.
at the moment. So overall army size perhaps in the advantage of XlorD. That being said, the avatar and the spirits from the avatar probably level the playing field somewhat. Lich's ultimate, not really that useful in actual fighting. Avatar meanwhile up here cleaning up the Undead base. Making full use of that graveyard. XlorD mobilizing now. Shade gonna see the Night Elf hero positioning. Decent amount of mana
player's
now
forces are under
on the
attack.
Undead heroes. He's coming back to defend his base. Okay, offensive coil. Going after the warden. She's a little bit low. Now going for the demon hunter. He staffs out as well. And back for the avatar kill. Can he get it in time? I should be checking the experience. Not sure. It's so close to timing out. Warden healing up. Resummoning the avatar immediately. On to 4x
A town
speed.
player's forces are under attack.
Okay, here we go. Coil to keep the Garg alive. Good bit of Nova action in there. Focus fire onto the Demon Hunter. Staff out again. Avatar going back for the Undead base. Let XlorD wish he unsummoned that graveyard now. Because otherwise the strategy would not be working against him.
A town is under siege.
How are we going to see
Player's forces are under
Dice
attack.
winning this through the base kill? Looks like that's what he's aiming for. Avatar though going to get picked off by the Undead army. XlorD still has so much mana on all these statues as well. So it's not like he's getting completely tapped out. Okay, there are 2 Dryads for Dice, but he's left them behind in his base. So he doesn't have much support, it's just these 2 heroes. So again, mana burn staff out. Mana burn this time though on the statue, doesn't manage to get in range of the undead heroes. Death Knight does lock into 1 level of Death Pact as well, so he can't get focused down. As effectively at least. Still needs the mana for the Death Pact. Shadow Strike by the Death Knight, he's pretty beefy. Doesn't impact him too much. Statue, okay, fountains, moonwells rather, reasonably well stocked. XlorD coming in. Got the vision from the shade. He's going for the base up here, perhaps. Okay, Dice coming up now as well. Overcoil.
A player's
Very
forces
low to
are
start
under
things
attack.
off. Good mana burn on the Lich. Warden coming back in now. The healing up. Taking some more nuke. 2 Moonwells up here though, making good use of them. Death Knight getting quite low. Insert, yeah, there we go. Pops a Death Pact. It's a little bit of health back. He's got the Invul Potion still though. Pops it now. Focus fire onto the Demon Hunter next. Back onto the Warden. These Moonwells completely dry up here. Warden in some trouble. Now the Lich is in some trouble. Staff out. Lich getting focused down. Nova. But that's it. XlorD. Not strong enough. Ends up losing down the straight. Oh, okay. Well, long game there. Both players doing some interesting tactics. You know, XlorD, who's behind on hero level, so he decides to bank at 50 whilst camping his base. But then the fights just weren't there for XlorD. I suppose most of those fights he was still down by about 10 food, even with the banking strategy. But still, it seemed like the meat wagons for XlorD not really working that well for him. Constantly getting caught out of position and not really able to light up those Dryads. But yeah, GG, well played by Dice, winning this one on the tail end. Well, anyway, guys, a wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.